Welcome to the wonderful world of wellness with Dr. Andy Mencia. This medical program heard from 7 to 7:30 each Saturday right here on WSBR 740 AM is brought to you by the Adult and Geriatric Center under the medical direction of geriatrician Dr. Andy Mencia.
Okay, so here we are again. Oh my goodness, it's such a beautiful day, and I've got beautiful women.
Well, yes, and me, and Richard. Beautiful women, and me, and Richard. That's right, Richard is smiling ears to ears.
So, Dr. Mencia, you always do bring beautiful women whenever we go places or here at the radio show, but the way that people become beautiful is by taking care of themselves, and you've always known that.
Absolutely. And the genes is one thing. We all have genetic composition that talks about longevity. It talks about wrinkles. They talk about losing their hair, losing the teeth. But in reality, when it comes to skin and hair, if we don't nourish them right, if we don't take care of our hair, a lot of people end up losing their hair prematurely, getting wrinkled prematurely. And when I have to do a presentation on aesthetic to doctors and nurse practitioners, one of the things I bring is that if you look at some of the pictures from the monks from China that cover themselves and don't get exposed to the sun, and I used to have in one of my presentations a picture of a monk that was 89 years old, and a picture of a lady from Peru that was extremely exposed and burned by the sun. And the Peruvian lady was like 51 years old, and she looked 90. And the monk was 89, and he looks 40, because the face was so smooth. And I have a lot of my patients. We have some patients that come through that office in their 90, and their face looks so beautiful. And we ask them, like, well, what do you used to do? And some of them, they used to be model and what have. So people that from a young age, whatever their profession is, they start taking good care of themselves, they will have a good skin despite of the genes. So the gene might say that, if you don't take care, if you take care of your teeth, they will last for 300 years. But if you're a smoker and you start opening cans with your teeth and you start doing all kind of things, you can break them. You can mistreat them. And same thing with the skin. You take good care of your skin. You take care of your hair. You will look young. Younger than your stated age.
So, Dr. Mencia, now I read a lot of magazines, and I'm in the communications business, and there are so many places that you can go to have your skin taken care of, your hair taken care of, your feet, everything. So when you decided to take over the Stonewater Med Spa, what was in your mind? And I know it's coming true, but why don't you share that with everybody?
Well, when you go to a salon, of course, you have to understand the business aspect of a salon. People come, they rent chair. There's no animals. There's no harmony between co-workers. They just, they're working in little booth, they're little chairs. And when you go to a spa, it's a little bit more sophisticated. You get better care. The products are more advanced. Now, when you go to a med spa, you have to have a medical director. What that means is that the product that OLGA is able to use in her center, now they are more advanced, more advanced product. And Ina can tell you about some product that will be coming out soon. And Ina just got a small burn on her forearm. And we say, well, let's put it to the test. And it was amazing, and it's a mud. It's amazing the healing property of this product that will be coming out. Now, some of these products have to be distributed by a physician because they have to tell you the different type of mud that they are there, which one you can put on your face, which one you cannot. And the last time we were talking here with Olga, we said about one of my pharmaceutical reps that put the wrong product in her face, and her face was all burned. She couldn't even work for weeks until it got better. So it's important before we do anything. You know, if I'm going to use something new, even though I'm a doctor, Olga is a master hairdresser. So I will go to Olga and say, what do you think of this product for my hair? Before I use it, I want to hear her expertise.
So then Olga is a guinea pig. Sorry.
No, I'm the guinea pig.
you're
I'll
the
check
guinea
with
pig.
her. She's the expert that will tell me, don't use it because it have too much ammonium, or it have too much of this, or it have too much of that. It's going to damage your hair. It's going to take away the keratin, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll listen to the expert. When you go to a med spa, you are talking to the expert. And even if you brought something in Bloomingdale or Mencia or you bring it, you say, Olga, what do you think of this product? And let the expert at the med spa advise you on what to do, what not to do.
Okay, Olga. So now we're going to put you on the spot here. So
The med spot.
the med spot, right? The med spot. And and just not passing by. Ina has been the guinea pig for a lot of things. I have to tell you, before you came here, I mean, she makes sure that everything. She has this look on her face. So you say, do you want to do it? And she kind of looks around, rolls her eye, tries it, and then she gives it a yes or a no. But
Right.
now you're here. And you now are a real pro. So tell us a little bit about your background and what you're doing there at Stonewater Med Spa.
Well, I don't know if we elaborated on the last time that.
But
I was
let's
here.
do it again.
Okay, perfect. I've been in the industry for quite some time. I'm originally from New York. I did my apprenticeship in hair, which is my expertise at Frederick Fakai. So my training was pretty intense, and after many years of being in the industry, my passion for driving the business and mentoring and seeing businesses grow and develop and be successful always comes from the staff. I have a very big passion for teaching and mentoring because your business is successful based on the people who run it and people who work in it. And in this industry, it's based off of the operators that are actually providing the service. So, since I've taken on the spa, it's been an amazing experience. And I feel that I can relate to, the staff because I've been in their position. I've started from the bottom. I've started sweeping floors, not being able to do clients until I was actually 100% trained. And I think that they relate to me as well because they know I've worked with clients. I've worked with customers. I've dealt with, with different managers and different bosses and different clients, and it can all be challenging. So I speak their language.
Okay, so now the thing that I loved about Stonewater, even before, Ina dragged me in there and Dr. Mencia, even before it was finished. And I saw great potential, but there are special things you have that I don't think. See, salons who talk about spas, what they are, get manicure, you get pedicure,
Right.
you get hair done, and maybe they do a little facial.
Right.
Because I was just in one the other day, someone was trying to entice me, and I thought to myself, yeah, that fat chance I'm going to go there. Because when I go to yours, I mean, it's like being in California at some of these real spas out in the mountains. Other than it's not in the mountains, it's off the street. But,
Absolutely.
But once you're in there, it is so gorgeous with the waterfall when you first walk in. But I think that the potential there is just enormous. So why don't you maybe walk us through that?
Give us
help
that tour.
Through. Yeah, give
Okay.
us a.
I'll give you a
vi-
visual
yes,
tour.
give us a verbal tour.
Okay. Well, having the most important thing is the fact that now it is a med spa. So, having said that, we are able to offer things that most spas can't. And there's pretty much no service that we can't offer. One of the things that people, when they come in, they're afraid to try different things. When they come in, they get to tour the spa. We have the beautiful waterfall. We have the relaxation room. So each department can address everything from your hair to your nails to, you know, maybe a couple of dimples on your thighs. There's so many things that we can do for you under one roof. And sometimes people are a little bit apprehensive in trying different things. So sometimes, you know, one of the things that I'm implementing now is when somebody comes in for one service, something as simple as a manicure, pedicure, believe it or not, as much as they've been to a spa, they've never tried a massage. It's a very intimate service. They don't know what to expect. We're going to put the chair out there. They can have a maybe 10, 15-minute feel of what it feels like and maybe connect with that therapist. And the intimidation part is it kind of eliminates. So sometimes people need to try things and get a little bit more information about, you know, and try it and actually try it. Because we do provide an intimate service. We're not selling you a product. You know, we're selling you our hands. And we're touching you. So, you know, the trust has to be there. So, you know, the most important thing is making the clients feel, you know, comfortable and letting them know all the things that we can do. And if they come in from one service, I always try to give them a tour and let them know the different things that we do. I mean, we had a client come in yesterday. She came in for a massage. You know, how was everything? Everything was good. She was like, but you know, I have a little bit of congestion. I took Mucinex, and I said, come with me. Let's go to the halotherapy room. And I explained the benefits of a salt bed and everything else. She's coming back. She's going to try it.
Beautiful.
You know, so those are the things that, you know, and she would much rather go on a natural approach. She said, I've been taking so many things for my sinuses and my allergies. So again, there's so many things that we can address, but it's a matter of informing them. So
The ionic bath for putting the
Exactly.
ionic in the feet.
Why don't you talk about that?
You know, you put your feet in basically water, and the ionic exchange will give you a different color to the water now that was transparent. Now, the color that comes out of the water is talking to the operator about your liver, your kidneys, your thyroid. So it gives you now some health information that your body is expressing through your feet
With no pain.
with no pain. And people come, and when people start changing, so if a person go in and they say, you know, you're really damaging your liver, what's going on? Oh, I've been drinking a little bit too much. Let me pull back. And they continue to do the treatment, putting their feet in the water. You will see with time that the color of the water will change. And people try to put us to the test. They will come in and they continue to drink, and the water still look ugly. They go like, why it doesn't change? Something you are doing is not right. Either you are eating too much fatty food or you still drinking. But when they do change their lifestyle, you will see the change in the water, and the color of the water. You put 5 people, and not all 5 people going to have the same color of water.
And what's this called?
The
foot detox.
food detox.
Foot detox. It's
foot
incredible.
detox.
It's
Right.
incredible. You actually sit down like you're gonna have a pedicure. You sit and you relax, and it's the change in the water is so incredible that people will ask you, "Did you put something in the water?"
Now, remember, in Asian medicine, when you look at your feet, at the bottom of your feet, your whole body can be mapped. You can map the area, and you know, when you do acupressure to the feet, you can map where the liver is, where the lungs are, where the kidneys is, where the kidneys are, where your heart is, and so on. You can go organ by organ through your feet.
Well, stop there. Why is that possible?
Well, if you look with the Western eye, it doesn't make sense. But remember that Western medicine is still in diapers. Asian medicine is thousands of years old. That's why now the Western world is learning about acupuncture, the meridians, acupressure, the benefit of it. Growing up in Hawaii, I grew up with acupuncture and acupressure. I was Hawaii world champion in Taekwondo. And I remember in many occasions that I would get hit, and I'm almost out to throw the towel because I cannot go back and fight. And my master, who was a master in acupressure, will come and will put his finger in my leg for a few minutes or a few seconds, and he releases, and I feel no pain, and I will go right back and fight. So I live with this. I live the experience, and the little bit that I learned, because I'm not a master in acupressure by no means, but the little bit that I learned, I used to have a very good friend who was, I grew up with in high school in Hawaii. And he was my best friend. He used to suffer from migraine. So I brought him into the master, and I say, teach me how to do to my friend the treatment for migraine, because he suffers. So he taught me how to do the pressure point to get rid of a headache. And when me and my friend were studying and the headache will come, he would say, okay, do the point. And I will go and do it on him, and away they will go.
So what you're saying is this...
we grow up with this. Now, this mode of treatment got thousands of years. So if we look with a Western eye, we won't understand it.
All right, but so let's say, all right, so they see a color. How do you get involved with that? They know, and then they come to you?
No, they know. I mean, they know more than me about the color.
But, all right, so that happens, and now they're having a problem with something. So maybe they need medical advice,
then,
right? That's
exactly.
What I'm saying.
So if it's something that the person say, let me have Dr. Mencia, the medical director of the spa, because basically I don't run the spa. OLGA run the spa. I'm, as a medical director, I'm involved with the medical part, the aesthetic, the equipment, the stuff that need to be, that is under medical regulations. Then Dr. Raskin, the gynecologist, have to do with her department in the woman's side. So, it's a spot that is growing in both the medical and the aesthetic, but we bring in aesthetic in a very holistic approach.
It's making me hear about your center. It's kind of like your medical center, where you started with yourself and maybe a dentist, and now you have probably 20 specialists.
Exactly.
So now you're doing this as the medical spa for the Stonewater Med. Okay. So now keep going with the tour. All right, we put our feet in the water. We've had it. We've decided what's going on, and then
basically you sit there for 20 minutes, and it's very relaxing because your feet are in water.
Then you go to the beachy bath.
Yes.
Well, tell us about all the other things, because you have a lot of rooms there. I don't know what goes on in those rooms.
We actually do. Well, come in for a tour.
I will. I'm going to come back now that you're there. Before it was
the visuals,
empty.
I can describe as much as possible, but one of the reasons we are doing an event is because we want people.
Oh, we should. Let's really push that event now.
Yes.
Then.
Right.
All right. Tell us about the event, when it is, and where it is located.
Okay, this Monday, the 17th, at the Stonewater Med Spa, at 6 p.m. We're going to have a networking event, and it's basically meeting of the minds. Oh.
And so you really want the people, our listeners,
Well,
to
yeah,
come?
the networking is basically people like the realtors and people more in the business that want to exchange. And, a lot of times a realtor, they sell a condominium, sell a house, and they say, we want to give something to the buyer.
Exactly.
Because the realtor is making a commission out of that sale. So they want to give something back to the buyer. So they might say, let me give a basket from Stonewater.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
And after all that moving, when you've moved,
you
need a massage.
That's a great idea. So what we're really doing, though, we're talking about, this is an opening not for the general public, but for professionals.
For professional managers. So if you manage,
Business owners.
Exactly. If you manage a big dental department, and you say, well, every new client that I get, I'm going to buy from Stonewater a facial or a massage or a package,
Exactly.
Well, this is a great idea. So we have the opening, which you've just talked about, but I think we ought to say the address. Forget the opening right now for our listeners. Our listeners, I want them to make a phone call.
Let me say that we are going to have, for the general public, a big opening, and Ina and OLGA can talk about when that's going to be.
Yeah.
We're going
She's
to have
our organizer.
We are going to have a big opening, basically for the public, all the public to come in. This is more of a networking event. This is not the grand opening for the spa. Yeah.
So, Ina, you've been very silent. We can't have a microphone in front of you without you're
You
talking
can talk
about
in
it.
Russian. Доброе утро.
We've got enough Russian.
Хорошо,
We don't want
Ina.
any more Russian
Как дела?
stuff. We've had enough.
I know.
You didn't have any of this
Russian
morning.
in the news.
Yeah. So, Ina, it's interesting because I knew you when you first came when you were just a little baby. No, you weren't a baby.
Yeah,
But
Ina,
Now a
can you
big
tell us-
baby.
can
I
you
was a
tell-
little now.
she
I'm a
could
big-
hardly speak
With-
English.
I know, right? You
You
remember
did a
that?
good job on her, but she was so shy.
Can
but
you
she's
tell
not
us
shy now.
at that tower meeting in Manhattan
Oh,
what really
God.
went on in that
No, we're
room?
not
My name is Ina, not Ekaterina.
What paper did you bring with you?
Yeah,
That they gave you a free condominium so fast.
Man.
She batted her pretty eyelashes and
yeah,
just
I
got
know.
whatever she
Yeah.
wanted.
So tell us about the
But
event.
because she's the one that you first got to go to Stonewater when no one else had seen
Absolutely.
it. And you went, and what was in your mind, Ina, when you first saw it? Remember, it
It
was.
needs a lot of work.
That's
what she
right.
told me.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of my time.
I remember that. And you
Yes.
kind of showed me, and you said it has a lot of possibility. Tell me about that.
No, I always liked everything about beauty. And when I was little girl, I wanted to be
A beauty queen.
No, yes, of course that's too. Yes, I always wanted to be a clothing designer or do something with the hair, or to be in the beauty. So when Dr. Mencia got to the spa, and we went, and I really liked the idea because this is something that I really like to do. And like just Dr. Mencia said, it was a lot of work. It's still a lot of work to get where we want to be, but slowly, surely, we're gonna get there. But that's why we are trying to organize event like that on Monday. So just to let people know that we are back in business, that we are there for them with the new services that we are trying to bring on board, with the new staff.
And let me just interrupt you and tell everybody. When she has been interviewing people, and that's what she does, she's very smart. She's psychic in a way about people. She told me that she just interviewed someone, and she said, you're really going to like her. And, of course, I met Olga, and I guess I did. But now that she really knows her, she said, oh, my gosh, did we get lucky?
Oh, yes, we did.
Everyone, between Dr. Mencia, everyone is so thrilled with Olga. So I challenge all our listeners to get over there, and I'm going to give you a phone number. Call and make an appointment with Olga to meet her. You just want to do that.
Even if you want to come for a free tour.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
or a free, she'll give you a neck rub. Anyway, that's 954.
That's true.
Sorry. 954-561-8799. It's called Stonewater Med Spa. It's a lovely name, Stonewater Med Spa. Sounds like it's out in the Rocky Mountains. 954-561-8799. And the location is over there on East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's 2767, and it's over on the north side of the street. It's next to I guess it's a new Italian restaurant.
Sicilian
It's
oven.
Sicilian oven.
Sicilian oven.
Sicilian oven.
And
That
it's
is
open.
It's
they're
open.
open.
Yes.
And it's beautiful.
And they had
And-
their first pizza.
Yeah.
And if you want to get on the web, because they have a very nice website, and it's stonewaterfla.com. Stonewaterfla.com.
Yeah.
I really hope you'll go over there and get something. It's one thing to go and get your nails done and your hair done and that, but more importantly, they do have all these special products and special equipment that's going to make you feel really good. And we don't have enough time to talk about that salt bath, but that's very good, and that's still on my list to get over there and do
Get
that
you over there.
because that's going to clear. That's very good for people with respiratory problems and just being there. I think just the idea of you're there, shut the world out, and just enjoy yourself, right?
And what about the hair relaxation massage? Why don't you tell me about the hair
I
relaxation?
heard about that.
That take a monster like me and put it to
To sleep.
Right. Now, who does that? You have a special. You do it.
She does it
I am.
herself.
So if
I
I
think-
come, you're going to do it for me.
I absolutely.
She's gonna knock you
I'm
down.
coming for that.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's what I love.
And put you to sleep. It's
Oh,
so
yes.
good.
How
It's
did you
really-
learn that?
Ferdy Fakai.
Oh, that's right. That's what you said.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, I have to say, I hope, and I've been trying to convince them to come to the expo, the Boomer Expo, so that you can meet Olga, and she'll have a lot of her staff there. So hopefully they will, and we will be, you'll be able to test everything. But Dr. Mencia, so are you happy that you made this a big commitment that you made? Are you happy about it?
I am very happy because Stonewater had been in our community for 27 years. And, it was going down management-wise, and the owner, who is a great friend of mine, and my patient, who I love. But he was, he wasn't getting the support that the Stonewater needed. And it had been a place that anybody that knows about Stonewater will tell you what a great place it is. And it was losing that greatness. And
so now we call.
I'm always get blessed. God is so good
touch,
to me.
This is the Mencia touch.
Right. Now, well, not even me. I'm the I'm the investor to say.
No. You're
The
miracle
touch is going to
guy.
be Olga. I want this to be Olga spot. I want her to make it happen.
Yes.
And I have all my faith in her.
Yes, well, I think it's obvious that it's going to go, and we're all excited.
She have great people working with her. She has Jeff, who is,
wonderful
a
at front desk.
wonderful guy.
Yes, I met him at your party.
Yes.
Very nice guy. The people that we have there, they are interviewing more and more people coming in to work
And we
with us.
have to say goodbye.
We
And
got
thank
a
you. But
wonderful
wait, what we
team.
didn't do is tell you Dr. Mencia is on his way down to his office, down to his medical center. The number is 954-489-1345. No, you got to take care of patients today. 954-489-1345 if you have any
And the
problems.
phone number for the spa?
I did. I gave that. I'll give it again. I was worried about people coming to you today. You're going. Okay. Okay. The spa is 954-561-8799. And thank you very much. And I'm coming, Olga.
Thank
Good.
you.
I'm waiting for you.
We'll be right back.
Thanks for listening to The Wonderful World of Wellness with Dr. Andy Mencia. Be sure to tune in each Saturday morning from 7 to 7:30 right here on WSBR 740 AM.